It has been 5 months since the breakup, and Eddie was sick and tired of crying and asking himself why. It has been 4 months and 2 weeks since he had switched off his phone, 4 months and 6 days since he threw his best friend out of his apartment because he wanted to be alone. He wanted to go through this alone. He didn't need anyone to see how pitiful he was. The apartment was dark due to the drawn curtains. There were empty takeout containers and pizza boxes on the ground, and Eddie cringed when he saw them. He was a neat freak. He had always tidied up after himself, but this filth just proved to him how much of an influence his boyfriend, Benjamin, was on him. The first thing Eddie did after he stood up was to pull the curtains apart, to let in sunlight. Afterwards, he picked up a bin bag and started picking around the room. He picked up the food containers and everything else until he got to a broken picture frame with a picture of himself and Benjamin. In the picture, they were on the beach. Eddie was lying down on the ground while Benjamin had his lips pressed against Eddie's cheeks. He fell to the ground in a heap and sighed as he stared at the picture. He blinked repeatedly when he felt the stinging sensation behind his eyes. He tried to fight his tears, but he couldn't. Maybe he wasn't fine after all. He pulled his phone out of his pocket and with a shaky finger, hit the speed dial for Maddie, his best friend. His friend picked up after 2 rings. "Maddie." Eddie cringed when he heard the sound of his voice. It was weak and he sounded as if he was being choked. Maybe he was. He heard a gasp from the other line before he heard his best friend say, "Stay right there. I'm on my way, okay?" "Okay." He let his phone slip from his hand and threw his head back to stare at the ceiling. There were stars plastered on the ceiling, and the memories it brought almost made Eddie run to the toilet and throw up. "I need to leave here. It's too much, Maddie. He's everywhere. Please." Eddie pleaded, his voice coming out as a whisper. "You sure?" Maddie asked, wanting to be certain. "Yeah,